We are at the Museum of Family Prayer in Northeastern Massachusetts, where visitors who want to explore more about prayer can do so through the many lively interactive exhibits here. And joining me now is Holy Cross Father Willie Raymond, who is president of Holy Cross Family Ministries, to tell us more. And thank you so much for having us, Father.
I'm delighted to have you here visiting the Museum of Family Prayer.
Now, the concept of this museum, it's a new museum. You just opened recently, but prayer has been around for a long time. And tell us about the founder.
Sure. The founder is Venerable Patrick Peyton. He's on the way to being recognized as a saint for family prayer. Patrick Peyton was born in Ireland in 1909. He, at the age of 18, had to leave home and ended up in Scranton, Pennsylvania. He had a dream of becoming a priest, but he was rejected over and over again. He and his brother Tom soon ended up at Notre Dame. He graduated magna cum laude. He went on to Washington to study theology for the priesthood, and there, halfway through theology, he was diagnosed with an advanced case of tuberculosis, and the doctors basically said, "You have between 2 and 4 months to live." He prayed the rosary along with friends and family, and he said day by day I was getting a little stronger and a little stronger. Eventually, I was able to persuade the doctors that I was well enough to resume my studies, and so he said I felt like I was a prisoner on death row, and all of a sudden the doors are flung open. I have this whole new lease on life. So from that time on, he promised Mary that he would spend the rest of his life spreading devotion to her, to family prayer, and especially the rosary. He's ordained in 1941. 1942, he founds the Family Rosary Crusade. 1947, he founds Family Theater Productions in Hollywood. He got all these A-list stars during the golden age of Hollywood, Loretta Young and Gregory Peck and Bing Crosby and all of that. So he really had a major influence in Hollywood and around the world through these rosary rallies. He died in 1992 after 51 years as a priest. We introduced his cause in 1997. He was recognized as Servant of God. And then just in 2017, he was recognized by Pope Francis as Venerable.
You have an entire museum here focusing on prayer. Why don't you take us through what folks can see when they come along here?
Sure. When they come in, the first thing we ask them to do is just go into the chapel for a moment of prayer together with whoever's with them. And then they're in the rotunda, and there they're exposed to an immersion in prayer. They'll go on this journey, the evolution of prayer, and they'll encounter one of the great apostles of family prayer and the rosary, Father Patrick Peyton.
So you have quite a few little exhibits here that are very interactive, and people can just walk through and learn and experience. And what about this, the meaning of prayer and faith?
Sure. These are very brief testimonies of they're real people that we've asked to just share what prayer means to them. So take this guy right here.
I pray with my mom. I pray by looking at the sky. I kneel down and pray before the cross. After I pray, I feel good. After I pray, God is in my heart.
Wow.
So it's great.
Just about sums it right up there,
yes,
right?
Yes, it does. He says it all.
Well, thank you so much, Father. This has been great, and I hope that you have a lot of people that come through here and experience the power of prayer.
Thank you very much. I'm glad you're able to be here yourself, and I hope the people of Springfield, of the diocese, it's not that far, so we just get on 90 and come out and visit us.
Yep. And if anybody wants more information, we will have a link at iobserve.org with all of the directions on how to get here and any more information that you'd like.